Ladies and gentlemen, from the MGM Grand, Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, the main event of the evening, 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Super Welterweight Championship of the World. And now, the officials are ready. The fighters are ready. From the MGM Grand, Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the red corner with trainer Roger Mayweather, wearing black, 42 fights, 42 victories, including 26 knockouts. Former Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Floyd Mayweather. And fighting out of the blue corner with his trainer Pedro Diaz, wearing black, 37 victories, including 30 knockouts and only 2 defeats, and reigning, defending WBA Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Miguel Cotto.
Okay, gentlemen, caballeros, you already received your instructions. Usted recibió instrucciones. Escúchame, cuídate, listos. Let's go. Vámonos.
It's up to Miguel Cotto to change that perception.
Can it really be 16 years since the kid we used to call Pretty Boy Floyd was on the Olympic? He seldom loses rounds. So let's see what Cotto...
10-ounce gloves are the same gloves that heavyweights wear fighters.
Well, originally, Floyd wanted 8-ounce gloves. Surprisingly, Miguel wanted 10 ounces. So the commissioner decided to make it 10 ounces, which is the standard rule for junior middleweights and up.
You're at 147, you wear 8-ounce gloves. But like Mayweather was cut
4 pounds. It's like Latimer Klitschko, my guy who weighs about 100 pounds more.
Round one is not a mismatch so far. Cotto's landed a couple of punches and looking for space. Remember, he can lead with the jab, he can lead with the left hook, he can lead.
Well, you have 2 world-class fighters here, really. Not only this is what the title is.
Breaks them apart. Tony Weeks has been a tremendously prominent referee here in Las Vegas ever since. Cotto momentarily cutting off. Miguel is fighting with confidence.
Could sleep in these gloves.
Cotto fighting behind the tight defensive guard. Hasn't taken.
That's what you have to do right there. Don't do no more what you do. Make the fight easy. Make it easy.
You okay? When you're on the inside, shoulder to the side and work.
Well, he's trying to get in close. He's trying to take the distance away from Floyd, crowd him.
Box numbers in round one say Mayweather. He landed 13 out of 39. To Cotto, only 5 for Cotto. Stop. Or 3, I should say. Right hand over the top by Mayweather. Stop. Usually Floyd retaliates for stuff like that.
The Ortiz fight.
Well, I say it's 2 different classes right here. That from Floyd is winning the fight, but he has been able to really penetrate effectively against the defense of Cotto.
Hands free.
And I should say vice versa.
Floyd very hard to land a right hand against Floyd. I've always thought that the case against Victor Ortiz in the first 2 rounds.
Who is trying to...
Showing it here as Miguel Cotto's forcing him to be an offensive fighter.
Always leaning over to his right, where Miguel can't really land his
ropes. But of course, just as he's brilliant at everything else, Mayweather's brilliant at fighting off the rope.
Come on, then push him off. All right, champ. Be more active. Get closer. It's in the box.
Even though Floyd is considered the defense fighter in the fight, you see him land shots right between the gloves, the side of the gloves. Even though Miguel has his hands up high, Floyd...
38. Cotto got in a couple of body shots that were good in that round. You don't expect it.
I haven't seen Cotto in a while. Mayweather with what looks like some kind of a leather trunks.
Cotto fighting behind a tight guard, as you pointed out, Emmanuel. And he gets in body shots, but takes a...
...apart. Miguel can land his left hook to the body, but he can't do it on his side, his right side, where he gets hit at the hooks. And also his opponent as he's fighting.
Still, he's taking considerably more contact in the first 3 rounds.
Rolling most of those punches. He's not getting into the side. He's blocking and rolling his shoulders.
Here's the jab.
We saw De La Hoya land a lot of jabs, particularly in the...
Ultimately couldn't keep it all together. Faded in the closing part of the fight. As he seems to be winning the rounds, but it's a good fight. 50 Cent applauding at ringside.
Make it easy.
Here you see what I was saying earlier. Even though Miguel is throwing a lot of punches, creating a lot of excitement, the rolls, using his shoulders and his right glove, makes it virtually impossible to land a clean blow on him.
Now, for the first 3.
I got it 3-0, 30-27. And if I gets off first, lands hard shots. He's very quick, even up on the ropes. I think he's led.
Bounce, 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 and then he has to start a charge to move forward. Floyd moves at punches out at a different speed, and it's very hard to time his punches. Whereas Miguel, you can see him, he bounces in.
Mayweather lands a right hand around Cotto's glove. Lands another right hand around Cotto's glove.
You see that right away, you can see it.
The #1 adjuster from moment to moment, makes better technical adjustments.
They couldn't see how Cotto was going to...
Great defense on Miguel's part there also. Anxiety to Floyd, even though he may be behind on points. Floyd is not having...
is blocking or semi-blocking most of those.
Getting it away from the punch. There is a
Keep thinking,
Get into the contact zone, champ. Did you hear me? Push him. Push him. Work on the inside.
Floyd Mayweather is known for his little right hand leads through the center. But seeing the position that
Cotto 3 of 17. Miguel has been landing his jab from time to time. Has trouble getting power shots in. Doing it.
Except an occasional jab.
Doesn't stop.
Beat Oscar De La Hoya 5 years ago.
rolling his left shoulder, he's fighting, leaning back, and then just throwing punches and then leaning.
I wondered if that was a great straight right hand by Mayweather. It appeared to me at the end.
He's having to fight harder, oddly enough, against Mayweather to get in there and stay. So we'll see if all of that science supposedly went through is going to help him sustain this.
The way, Larry. You mentioned that Mayweather beat De La Hoya in May and Mosley in May 2 years ago. Hits again. Cotto's making a mark here and there. As many as...
Breathe. Close up your guard. Close up your guard. Close up your guard when you're there. And a series of punches. Increase our rhythm. Got to build now.
Even though there was some heated exchanges in the last round, but catches, punches back, and with his counter, and then he'd turn his shoulder back and put his
whistle past Mayweather's head, and that's typical of what happens when you try to hit.
That has seemed to have worked for Cotto, but he keeps working. And
he's a heavier boned guy than Floyd. He's basically bigger.
Cotto fought at 140, so there's a natural little bit of a side.
Great right hand down the middle by Mayweather. Good jab by Cotto.
Why would he go to the ropes if he has this advantage here?
Mayweather had been a road.
I think that's a little embarrassing for him, for Mayweather, who almost every opponent.
Both left eyes hit from an odd position. Mayweather's and that grin quite often means, okay, you got me a little bit. Don't.
And suddenly Mayweather is the stalker.
And he whips. The right hand inside by Mayweather as Cotto missed.
Jab, but he starts fighting like that. Started reminiscing of the natural tendency of Miguel. Is to start boxing when you put a lot of pressure on him. But is now starting to be more physical, being more aggressive, and as a result, Miguel.
You keep taking that. Keep walking that mother.
Okay, let's go.
Harold, how do you have it halfway through the fight?
Jim, I've got it 4 rounds to 2, 58 50. Got himself into the fight a little bit. 4-2, Floyd Mayweather.
Wonder wins the left.
Count of himself against the master box.
That right hand was blocked. That right hand was blocked between rounds, but judges see that stuff, and some of them score it.
But right now, it hasn't gotten too bad, but his face still looks with a lot of whelps around.
He got in. May step it up again soon, but for the moment, he's on exactly what Miguel's doing now. And there's the Mayweather flurry.
Meaningful 2 or 3 punch combinations.
In fact, he landed a few times, but that's never been. In fact, he hasn't really found a signature punch to hit Cotto with throughout. Then the closest he's getting is that right hand, sweeping right hand, but that hasn't been that effective. Porters and stuff going into the fight, and I told him I thought 7-1 was ridiculous. Hey, these are 2 world-class fighters.
Left hand shot to the body by Cotto. And that dress.
Touch that body, motherfucker, make quick.
You start walking. More blood from the nose.
Combinations.
Here you see the defense of Miguel Cotto, where he's blocked the sweeping right.
Cotto is not yet out of the fight.
And that landed pretty well on Mayweather's chin.
And hammered it against Mayweather. Another right hand shot to the body. Mayweather's allowing some body shots here. Good left hook. Semi-uppercut by Mayweather. Cotto takes it well. Big uppercut by Mayweather with the left hand. Now he's found another weapon.
This is what he's been looking for, trying to find a good punch. And I think he's found it's a left uppercut when he's tired. And this is going to be the challenge because often Miguel has...
And then now, in the last minute... Mayweather is the one who's putting hard leather on his man. This fight is even.
Mayweather hasn't lost a round this clearly and solidly for some. Those cheers you hear in the background are fans.
Physical brawl, doing exactly what's the best thing and the only thing that he can do to beat Floyd. Something that he's not used to.
High drama in Las Vegas. CompuBox numbers in it. 3 rounds in a row that Cotto has won on Harold Letterman's card. When was
to the center where he can effectively hurt him to the body, but it's just the pressure that he's putting on Floyd. And
Cotto's defending well in this round, hasn't gotten much done up. Left hook by Cotto. Jab by Cotto.
Now Cotto is fighting off the ropes to score.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's the most crowd-pleasing fight of Floyd Mayweather's career. Better fighter tonight than Castillo was in that first fight. That left uppercut again. Missed with those. Missed with the right hand at the end. Cotto's confident as he walks back to his corner.
Now watch his nose.
When he's on the ropes, you gotta work. You gotta work there.
86 punches by CompuBox count. Only 87 for Cotto. But
you know, Jim, I'm really disappointed in Miguel Cotto because in round he didn't fight the 9th round and it killed him. I mean,
he might have been exhausted. This is a tremendous physical effort.
Two monster beatings by Margarito. Fought back from them, and he's fighting back here, and he trusts him in the past. Do here in the last third of the fight.
Margarito and the fight with Manny Pacquiao. He still suffered a lot of punishment in the fight with Crowder.
I don't see any lack of will happen to him in the past that's relevant to what's happening here tonight.
Lands the left.
say he's making Floyd earn his $40 or $45 million.
Because his ability to think. I mean, all of those punches that
punches land cleanly and which ones don't. We have the advantage of the television camera.
Check him out. Check him out. Come on.
Fighters. Mayweather. Straight right hand by the 10th, 11th, 12th. But here, he appears to have had something taken.
Floyd has not had to experience too much as a professional fighter, particularly
to him from time to time.
Hands free, no hold.
Maybe some of this is because he is 35.
Prospect for Mayweather, assuming he wins tonight.
Jim, I asked Oscar De La Hoya about that. Was ready yet?
Well, and he's Alvarez's promoter,
right.
So that tells you a lot. I think most of us believe if Canelo does that.
But people have in mind Fernando Vargas get outclassed or outpunched.
Trinidad was a... Cotto slowing down here in the 11th round. Mayweather beginning to take charge. Quick left hook landed from Mayweather.
It's good. All right.
Of that kind that he's landed in the fight since the 5th round. A sign that he...
and mental stamina.
Stop with each other now.
Mayweather in a hard fight and bleed. Does Cotto have enough left for 2 minutes?
Well, nobody doubted that Miguel Cotto would try out at that. That has certainly come to the fore. But on the other...
He must have some big builds.
He's got right here at this stage.
Cotto wants to get back right now. He knows that the crowd saw that uppercut. And there's another left uppercut for Mayweather. He's having a huge stroke round.
And it's interesting, Floyd didn't go all the same.
Going for the knockout would have introduced an element of risk.
He will open the door and go through the door, but he's not going to stop.
The bell sounds. It was for a spectacular effort here tonight.
I thought it was a great effort tonight.
Both women standing by their man.
I think, fans are likely to be disappointed when they hear the numbers.
Certainly, Miguel have an unofficial score like Harold Letterman sitting with them in the audience. As we can do it, the story of the fight. Mayweather early dominating with the right hand, particularly of Miguel Cotto's glove. There's another one right there. And find his opportunity to do damage. He landed body blood to Mayweather's nose and mouth. Cotto was very effective with his jab as Miguel mounted flurries in round 6, 7, 8. That left uppercut right there. And he would repeatedly landed left uppercuts. That gave him round 12, rocking Cotto with that left uppercut, which was the most...
Grand, we go to the scorecards. Dave Moretti and Patricia Morse's decision. And no champion, and still on money.
Of Miguel Cotto's brilliant career. And now, of course, fans will do tonight against Floyd Mayweather a little more. And, of course, punches throwing 181 more punches. That surprises me just a little bit compared to other numbers in his career. And Cotto landing at 23%. Mayweather was judicious in his body punching, landing 35 of those, doing it. Let's go to Larry Merchant with Floyd Mayweather.
Thank you, Jim. And to happen before, though, you haven't. You were
fight my heart out.
You felt your blood.
154.
no catch weight, and he's a tough competitor. What else could I say? And you're coming with offense, and you come with in the heat of battle, those things happen. So, you know, I bit down and fought hard like a true in your life. So the only thing you could do is take the good with the good, you take the bad with the bad, and just keep striving. Past, the present, and the future of sports and entertainment. And when June 1st come, and I don't think the fight would happen because of Bob Arum. Bob Arum is in the way. He's stopping the Pacquiao. Miguel Cotto is one of the last of the Mohicans. So I can't really say thank you. Floyd Mayweather want to give you nothing but excitement and toe-to-toe. Miguel Cotto didn't have a problem with taking a random in blood, you know, the random.
Hope that means the issue is drug testing, because I'm not sure that issue exists anymore. That's Miguel Cotto's mother. People in the crowd who were disappointed or disgusted that Cotto left the ring, but it appears to us that he went because he wanted to be out of here.